I'm not going to play. I'm not going to say anything that will cause these people to cut me off or shut me down today. This is Big Gene from Raw Deal, the last big night cooking and conversation. I hope everything is fine. I hope everybody got that recipe for that sinful pie. That sinful pie, remember after you freeze it, you got to bring it out. You got to take it out the refrigerator for about a half an hour before you serve it. And then you can just keep it at normal temperature after that. But anyway, looking for the Truth 100. What's up with you? B1, what's good with you? Tyrell Breaker, how you doing out there, man? I'm glad y'all came out here because I don't know. I want to talk to y'all today, man. I really want to talk to y'all about a lot of things. So before I talk to y'all, I want to shout out Deborah Bell, Anthony Jenkins, Maurice Lockhart, Brandy Bolsters. I know it may be old. McClammy, 5X Flyers. Thank y'all for those cash apps. And the PayPal, Theodore Floyd, y'all, Kardish, Tammy Megan, and Levon Cole, and always James Robinson and Miss Green. Thank you all the time. Um, I don't know how much y'all gonna like me after this show because mm, I have a lot on my mind that I want to talk to y'all about. And if y'all mess with me, y'all mess with me. You know what I'm saying? I want to use other words, but you know, they shut me down or they'll cut me off. I've been trying to get on this thing for the last since 7:45. You know, so I think it may be overloaded or maybe too many people on it. I don't know, but I definitely want to talk to y'all. Whiskey to Don, what's up with you, my dog? What's happening with y'all out there? Tyrell Branker. All right. Um, I want to talk to y'all about a couple of things, man, because I want y'all to be prepared for a lot of stuff that may be going on. And like I said, I talked to a couple of people. I just talked to um, AJ out in Philly, and he was like, I talked to my man Fado from Detroit. He out in Texas. He was like, Gene, you know, you got people out here that respect you and like you and everything like that. And I just don't know, brother, you know. But I gotta say what's on my heart. I gotta say how I feel. I gotta keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Because I just don't understand um, why they needed so many funerals for Floyd George or George Floyd. Floyd George, why they needed so many funerals. And then I understand and I understood why. But it's sinister. And I really want to touch this, and I want y'all to be right here with me on it for real, for real. I really want to touch this one, man, because it's that sinister. And I want our people to see it. I want the people to see if I'm on the right track with it. You understand? Because God forbid it, if the minister Farrakhan would have passed, they wouldn't have him on prime time television and doing, and he's done more for black people and black men and uplifting our race than any leader. You know, I'm not Muslim. I met the minister before and everything, but his ideology of being a man, you understand, is far greater than any man that I've ever met in my life. You know, raising your family and doing the right thing for the people around you. So I just got to keep it 100. And I want y'all to understand this, that this been on my heart, that they had this guy, and it's a tragedy. It's tragic how he lost his life and pleaded for his life. He said the only thing that he could say when you can't breathe. When the air's not coming into your body and somebody starts, you remember when you was a kid, you played or somebody hit you in the sternum or whatever like that and knocked the wind out of you, the first thing you say, I can't breathe. So he said that. He only said something that was true and that was happening to him at that time. And then he pleaded for his mother, who wasn't even, they told me his mother was dead, I heard. It was a tragedy. Don't think that I'm not sympathetic about that. You understand? I know people in Minnesota knew him, people in Houston knew him, people in Fayetteville, North Carolina, all them people knew him too. But people know me in Jersey, people know me in New York, people know me in St. Louis. And if I die in any one of them states and none of them meet him, nobody meet him, nobody could make it. If I'm in St. Louis and I die, nobody from New York or New Jersey can make it. You best believe that'll be it. Stick a fork in and I'm done. But I want you to know it's sinister. They got this stuff. They got this plot behind this. They got a plot, and I'm not talking about the Black Lives Matter, Black Liberation Militia, or whatever they want to call themselves. Black Lives Matter. I'm not talking about them because I see they pick and choose what Black Lives Matter. You understand? When it becomes a ploy for it could be a lot of people being hurt behind certain situations, and the people that they got governing their movement. I'm kind of like, why is this white man putting all his money behind this movement? It's sinister. It's going to be sinister. And I'm going to get right into it before they cut me off. Because when I'm going to talk about faith and some other things that I want to talk about. But let me just say this to you guys. This man has been on prime time. Prime time. As if it was Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, and the senator. This senator who was a civil rights from Baltimore. They didn't even give him that much play on television. And he did a lot for Black people. He did a lot for the civil rights movement. But you got all these white people engulfed. They got all these white people engulfed in this whole movement too. But when they start shooting and when they start locking people up, for real, No Face out there in the loo, D Money out there in the loo, when they start locking people up for real and making them take shots and doing all this crazy stuff, it's going to be us brown people. It's going to be us real people of color. Because don't you know, if those cops get off on that trial, because let me just tell y'all something, man. You can see the videotape, and you've seen a lot of videotapes, and cops got off. If they get off, they're going to expect people, black people, to go bonkers, to go out their effing mind. All hell is going to break loose. So that's why they pushing the Floyd, George thing in your face and keeping it going. The trial may not take place for a year or two, but they want that instilled in your mind. North Carolina, Houston, Minnesota. Nightboat, thank you for being out there for me. What's up with you, Jay Lasquith? Misha, how you doing? Oh, the people gonna need the cops then. B1 just said that. And it's gonna be crazy, y'all. Let me stop this for a minute. People gonna lose their mind because they already set a precedent. They already said, we can't take no more. We can't have no more. We ain't going for this. We the new generation. We not doing it like our ancestors or the people before us. Martial law. That's when they're going to put those people in there. Because let me just say something to y'all. This is how it goes. The lawyer to tell the best story, the lawyer to paint the best picture to the jury, it's the lawyer that wins. And I don't think Ben Crump got it in it, and that's my frat brother. I don't think you get one of them slick, half good-looking Jewish men that can finesse a jury and kind of prove that the drugs in his system and his way of life contributed it don't sound right. It may not be right, but boy, oh boy, if he convinced that jury that those cops didn't go there that day to kill that boy, that man, it's going to be a problem. And that's going to be his job. They got videotape. They got everything out there. They had videotape of Rodney King. They had videotape of this man shooting this cafeteria guy who told him I had a gun. I got a legal firearm right here. He act like he was reaching for it. The cop act like he was. That man wasn't reaching for that. The cop gonna say where? Right here. Oh, pow! I told you what you reaching for. Come on, man. Bro, it's gonna be tough, and it's gonna be hell up in Harlem. It's gonna be hell everywhere. but they setting us up for it. That's what they want. They want civil unrest so they can bring the National Guards, the army men, and they don't care, man. They don't care. They just killed the guy out here in New Jersey. 2 days before Floyd got murdered, a New Jersey state trooper killed the kid. A normal traffic stop. Give him a ticket going on. You made a wrong turn or whatever. Why you got to see Adams? And they trying to cover it up. But see, let me just tell you something. They tell you and they teach you this in the academy. CYA. Cover your ass. They teach you that. You have to be able to articulate how fearful you are of this guy. Now I'm 6'7", 300 and something pounds. How I'm gonna make the judge think that I'm fearful for my life? It don't work with me. And I'm black. I could never use that defense. It gets thrown out the window. It gets thrown right out the window. But these cops, first of all, if you don't grow up with black people or around black people, go to college, go to school, work with them, 9 times out of 10, I'm not saying they scared, but they fearful. I'm not saying he's scared, but he's fearful. And when he tell that jury, and I'm not talking about this particular crime of this guy kneeling on his neck, but when a white boy sit up in front of a jury and said, I was in fear of my life. I thought he might take my gun and come and shoot me, and go to my house and shoot my family too. Reggie Roberts, thanks for being out there for me. Appreciate you. It's crazy up there in DC. Who's in there? Pito Vega. What up with you? Let me stop that right there. Come on, Pito, stop that, brother. Doctor, we need the pharmacies. And I'm telling you, if you start doing that, brother, they ain't got a problem with bombing the neighborhood. They did it before. They bombed a whole block in Philly, blew it up. If I'm not mistaken, that was Philly one time, some years ago. Was that Philly? So they ain't got no problem with doing that, man. So now, when the cop sits on a stand and tell that white jury, the jury of his peers, that he was in fear of his life. Every white woman who ain't had a brother, I went to a white college, I'm sorry. Every white woman who haven't worked with a brother, when she gets on the elevator and you're there and it's just your two, she clutches her purse Or they driving and what happens? The door thing goes down. They reach over there, just go and put it down because they see you. They gonna say, "I know what he means." Every white boy, white man, they hate the fact that a brother may have beat him out some kind of way, whether it's a basketball, baseball, whether it's some kind of education thing, some kind of job thing and stuff like that. They're going to say, I could see him being scared for his life. And that's how a lot of these cops get off. The law allows them because they have the jury of their peers that understand their fear. We have no such luck. Because if I go to trial, there ain't no jury of my peers on that stand. You ain't going to find 12 black people on that stand. No black men, no black women. You get 1 and 2 because we skip jury duty. We play crazy at jury duty. We got to go to work at jury duty when your job's supposed to pay you anyway. Yo, Trevino, Lee, go somewhere and play with yourself, man. I just made you famous. I've already explained that. Don't come on here with that bull crap tonight, man. You understand? You're being stupid. You wanted to be famous. I said your name. Now go somewhere and play with yourself. Chocolate City girl, what up with you? Jay Cannon. You know what? My cousin, I spoke to my cousins from Dallas today, day before yesterday, Keita and Marilyn. Marilyn used to write for the Dallas Post Herald. It was a newspaper out there back in the day. She said, Gene, Solomon been telling this story for 2,000 years. Keep telling yours. You got a hell of a story. You had a hell of a life. She said, I couldn't believe that you remembered all that stuff about Chicago and Mayshell House and everything like that. She said, boy, keep telling your story. Now, my whole thing about it is this. I wanted my people to be ready. I want my people to know that we got to do it their way. They set up these laws. Now we got to make these laws work for us. That's what we need to be doing. We need to be setting up a strategy how we take their laws and let them work for us too. That's what we need to be doing. Because burning no building, turning over no cars, ain't gonna make no difference. We need to take these laws that they got on the book and say, yo, listen here. If that cop did that crime, that cop got to do the time. It ain't hard. I told them how to do it. I told y'all this is how they should do it. Anytime a cop commit a crime or being charged with something, he does something like, and it causes somebody's death, somebody bodily injury, take it out of the city's hand and make the governor and the attorney general look at the case within 48 hours and bring the cop up on charges. Especially when they got blatant information, videos, conversations. Just like the cop lied, the kid in South Carolina running from him, he gonna throw the gun down. He don't know he being taped. Shot the kid all in the back. Somebody was there taping it. I think that was South Carolina. I just hope that our people don't use this to assist them in bringing martial law down on us. Then everything goes to the president. If they declare martial law in the United States of America, it ain't gonna be no election. It ain't gonna be nothing. Everything goes to the hands of the president. And do you want everything in Donald Trump's hands? You better think about that one. Demond Hope, what's up with you, King? What's good? JL. I know JL. It's like having two hands. He's having shit in both hands. Which one you smack your face with? Biden, Trump. I don't belong to a Masonic lodge, brother. I already know that Soul 99. Sorry about that, Richard Hill. He talking about noops. Sorry. I was just looking through some of that. So, man, please, man, y'all look at what they trying to do, man. They trying to excite us, throw all this up in our face, man. I don't know a dignitary. I don't know nobody that had 3 funerals and all of them was on prime time news. Prime time news, man. For 3 days, three days, prime time news. Okay, how the funerals and everything. But when they start throwing it in your face like that, it's a plot behind it. Watch out. It's a plot behind it. Please watch out. It was so much a plot behind it, we didn't even make any noise when Stevie J sent Fate to jail. They said they was fighting over the straw. I mean the allegedly. I need a straw. They was fighting over something. And he sent his wife to jail. Come on, bro. You don't send your wife to jail no matter what. I don't care what the circumstances of the situation is and stuff like that. I know Faith is a bruiser. I know Faith get busy because she do. I'm going to tell you a story about that. Kimberly Wilson, thanks for that super chat. Oh, yeah, they trying to destroy us from within, Kimberly. No doubt. And they're going to use that Black Lives Matter to help. Facts. Because all that marching and everything, figure out a strategy that we could take their laws and their government and use their rules and their regulations for the betterment of us. Yo, let's change this national anthem. If they ain't gonna change the national anthem, if they ain't gonna change the history books in schools, what makes you think they're gonna change anything? They wouldn't even. South Africa changed their national anthem. The South African government changed theirs. The American government won't even change theirs and adopt a whole new one. I don't know what's wrong with lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the harmony of liberty. What's wrong with that? That goes for every American in the United States of America. Ain't no black to that, ain't no white to that. It says lift every voice and sing. If they not going to change the anthem, if they not going to change the history books, what makes you think they're going to change anything? It's easy to stop those cops from killing blacks. Let me just tell y'all, it's more white people get killed by white cops than blacks get killed by black cops, by white cops. That's an FBI fact. But I would say the black cops ain't doing their job. Kill you some white boys. Nah. Jokes. Only jokes. Black cops don't go out there killing white boys talking about Big G said it. Big G said we ain't doing our job. A few, make it a little even. I'm just playing, man. God. So now I gotta stop doing that, man. Cooking with Kiki? Kiki, who cooking with you? Thanks for the super chat, Kiki. Well, who cooking with you? I'm just saying. We have to look at that. We have to take their laws, man. We got to make law. We got to implement laws that, listen here, that if a New York City cop shoots somebody, immediately go to the attorney general, because the cover up gonna come within the department. Like I was watching the news, and this big white boy goes over there and pushed this lady. I don't know if she was black, white. I don't know. I didn't see the lady's face, but he pushed one of the protesters and pushed her down. And directly behind him was a white shirt. In New York City, if a guy wears a white shirt, that means he's either a cap or a lieutenant. Or he could be some commissioner or something like that. Well, I don't, listen to me. He was a captain or he was a lieutenant. He saw the guy push the lady and he didn't do a damn thing. He didn't do a damn thing. So now, not only that cop is responsible, that supervisor behind him is just as responsible. Don't just get the cop, get a supervisor behind him, because he allowed that. He didn't stop it right there. He has just as much fault. Let me get back on Faith for whooping Stevie J's. And she's capable. Let me tell you this story. We was at 112. I know the people in Atlanta. Do y'all remember that club called 112? Do I got anybody? Probably nobody in Atlanta watch me, because they know JD owed me $1,500. He never paid when he asked better. Anybody in Atlanta here? Do I got somebody from Atlanta? No, DJ, I don't do security, man. Not at all. I've been retired. Been retired from state for 2 years. This 14th on my mother's birthday. I retired on my mother's birthday, so I can always remember that. You know, and I don't do security. Kenny Rosa, where the hell you been? You just tuned in. Oh, man, God, Kenny. You just tuned in. You better been doing something. Pinned by Ice, what they got you? What's that pin? I don't know what that means. Ice, what that mean? Did I do something wrong, Ice? Maybe I did. Unpinned. I don't know. If I did something wrong, Ice, let me know. BK Fame, what up with you, boy? My man BK Fame just hit me. All right, Fame. Will do, bro. Let me get to this other stuff. Shamia W, how you doing, Mama? All that little pink stuff coming in right there. Look cute. Thanks for that super chat. So now we at 112. I ain't get nobody from Atlanta, or I can't see nobody from Atlanta. Check it out. We at 112 is Zip, Wolf, me, uh, Puff with Kim. She went to the weekend with Kim with our family. We was doing something down there, but we was on a tour. And Puff went with Kim for the weekend with her family and stuff like that. So we all had the weekend off, stuff like we stand up in the Swiss. It was nice at the Swiss Hotel. So we all at 112. And Zip told, we was all on one side because they had the barricades right there. So Zip told Faith to go over there by the wall by herself. And I don't know why he was sent her over there by herself. But they listened to him. I was off. I wasn't working. So they was asking us how many people we had. And, they was trying to figure out, trying to get us a section in there, trying to give us a spot. So this is at 112. And some of the older people around my age or in their 40s, they remember 112. And we in there. We on the outside. We on the outside waiting. So now we on us. Hey, Miss Green, thank you for that cash out. They fooling around with that. So now, Faith is over there by herself. So I think the police officer is trying to come on to her, like, I guess, do we know who she is, or she don't know who she is? I don't know what it is, but it seemed like he just talking to her. And so Zip tells me, yo, Gene, go over there and make sure Faith is all right. And next thing you know, I see the cop grab her and shoves her through the window. I see him go, and it's like, and I heard Faith scream, right? Faith scream. So I'm like, I run over there, and the cop is looking stupid. And I grabbed him up in his shit. And he was like, yo, let me go. I'm a police officer. I said, I'm an officer too. I don't give a fuck what you are. You know what you just did, man? What the fuck is wrong? Forgot what. So I'm handling him right there. He told me, if you don't let me go, she ain't gonna get no assistance. So I let him go. He calls in for an ambulance and everything like that. We get Faith in the ambulance, and we get her in the ambulance and everything like that. So we all go to the hospital, right? We all go over to the hospital. And after we make sure she was good, we left and went back to 112. I had one of the best times of my life. Stevie J stayed at the hospital. He always had something up with him. And now she just sent him to the hospital. I guess they won't be sneezing. I mean, I guess they be taking care of those allergies now. Allegedly. That's what I heard. I don't know that for sure. But I know that he stayed over there at the hospital with Faith. I think she had that incident. And Faith they never even called me to testify against that. If I would have testified, against the cop. She the one that case. She lost that case in Atlanta. I don't know how she lost it. The damn cop threw her through the damn window. Lucy out there in the UK. I don't see my Dublin brothers in here or my South African brothers. Yeah, I heard that Floyd and the cop, they knew each other. They worked security together. And Floyd probably did some shit to him when he was working security with him. Hold on, y'all. Let me give me what time I got? Yeah, give me 15 minutes. Yep. So that's what that was. But Stevie, you don't send your girl to jail, man. The cops don't come on your eye. Could be I failed, I slipped, whatever. You don't do that. And I know our kids may be grown in the whole 9 years, but you know, how do you come back from that, brother? I don't know if he knew his real father, Amura. D479, what up with you? LaDawny Malone, why you wish I was taking calls tonight? I'll do that on Thursday night. Yo, let me talk about this situation, man, because people keep hitting me with this. It's regarding Sosa making statements about Wolf. Now, Sosa, just like myself, wasn't even there. You understand? And he stated that he wasn't there, but he got firsthand accounts. Also got firsthand accounts, and also knew all the players and everything like that. And I heard a whole different story from another different individual too. You know, so let me just say this to y'all. Wolf didn't die over no girl. It wasn't no fight over no girl. You understand? That was one of Wolf's chicks that he had pregnant. And she wasn't with Meech, so his fight wasn't with Meech. The nigga that she was with didn't do nothing or say nothing to Wolf. What happens was, like I said, when the girl knocked Wolf's hat off, Wolf choked her up. Like he do. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the situation is, he choked her up. And security grabbed him and threw him out. You understand? Which they could have been, and which Wolf might have felt a certain kind of way, because what happened was is that Wolf brought everybody to Atlanta. He brought the whole Diddy and the Bad Boy crew to Atlanta and all that stuff like that. He set them out and brought them to Miami. Wolf had those connections. That Club Vision, he had 15% into that. So niggas is talking all that old crazy stuff. It wasn't about no girl. It's about gangsters doing gangster shit. If I'm doing gangster shit, no matter what I'm doing, another gangster ain't got no business telling me how I should do my shit. Because I wouldn't tell him how to do his. It wasn't over no. Him and Meech thing wasn't over no bitch. It was over you stepping your boundaries. He may have felt that he was stepping his boundaries, telling me what I should be doing. point blank. And I'm saying this because I had a conversation with Meech about why I couldn't party with him. He ain't feel no kind of way. It was men talking like men. And what I'm saying, you cats out there, you overstepping your boundaries because you don't even know. Them niggas was like brothers. And had T been there, none of that shit would have went down. Welcome home, T again. Salute. But listen to what somebody's saying when they're having a conversation. Sosa said there may have been some other things that was going on that may have led to that. We know those other things. We know those other things. And Sosa, I heard you was a Q too, bro. Rule. Rule. Jimmy Ace, what's up? What's up with you, bro? Thank you. Thank you for that. James Acevedo, aka Jimmy Ace. I can only give it to you 100 and keep it real, man. I'm not trying to do no felonious shit right here, man. Yo, I would come on this on the YouTube thing a little bit more. You understand? But I want some good dialogue. I want to talk about stuff. I want it to be whereas that you understand where I'm coming from and where I'm trying to take you. I'm not trying to be no facade, give you no felonious shit. I'm trying to tell you, man, listen here, don't go out here and act no damn fool, man, and have them people do this martial law on us because they trying to set us up so we don't get what we deserve. Let's use they law. Let's sit down and get us some intelligent lawyers, get some people that can fight this stuff the right way, man. They can fight for our rights the right way. Use what they wrote down on that paper against them. Dana Dane over there, top notch exclusive entertainment. Salute. Yeah, deep state. What up, Alex? Oh man, I was talking about Who's it? Helen? Helen Rosenthal? Yeah, Helen. I was talking about them three funerals. You got to go back and check it out, Helen, because they was trying to set us up. They trying to set us up. They're trying to set us up for the kill. Somebody says, "Sis, I'm an expert. I ain't never slept with you. Since I'm an expert." What you talking about? Yo, if I tell y'all some stuff, man, y'all wouldn't believe it. Y'all would just shake y'all head. But somebody out in London gave me some good information. So I'm gonna try to find this typist here in New York or New Jersey area. Somebody that could be a typist and just sit down with me. I got the 7 chapters back from the dude who was working on my book. And the dude in London said, forget the writers, man. Get a typist and pay the typist just to type what you have to say. You say your conversation is good enough and you tell stories very well. So just have her type it up and then get it, send it to an editor and have somebody edit it. And that's it. And that's what I'm going to do. What up, in the city? We all know America is crooked. I told y'all that my man out there in Cali, he broke it down how, and I knew it, but the structure, after the 13 colonies and everything, and America start, you know, driving westward, and how they took over took over the California, they took over Mexico, what Mexico owned with California, Nevada, Utah, and all that stuff like that. They wanted everything from sea to shiny sea. They wanted all the land that was from East Coast, and they just took it from the East Coast to the West Coast. And they did it the best way they could. They was gonna kill and plunder whoever they wanted to. Don't get caught up in that, man, in that Trump and Crump shit. The president is Trump. The guy's over this stuff right there with this one is Crump. Soul Music 99. Damn, bro. Y'all giving up a lot of information on this joint. People need to go back and read this because I know most of the stuff y'all hitting me with, and I'm just telling y'all the people who is, talking about the big stuff. Thank y'all. But I know most of the people, and people who don't know it, go back and read it. They dropping some jewels on this mother. Yeah, I seen him talk about Gino. I seen TK Kirkland. I know TK Kirkland, and I've seen him with Zip and everything like that. Most of when he was used to talk that pimp shit and stuff like that, that was mostly Zip that he was talking about. It's the way Zip used to do things and how Zip used to talk. You understand? I don't know who got it from who, but TK Kirkland was the comedian. The Zip used to talk just like he used to talk in some of his shows. Ice, I got you, man. Yeah. Listen here, y'all. So, future reference. And for these young cats out here to think that they be saying stuff, these old heads just want, man, ain't nothing you can do for me but tell me where your auntie or your mama or your grandma or whatever you want to stay at. I don't want no kind of attention from you. Not at all. I don't even care, brother. You understand? So when y'all think that these old cats in there, we telling stories, maybe you can learn from our history, things that we went through, stuff that happened. So you so dumb, you full of cum, you don't know no better. Ain't nobody hair purple or yellow or green and orange right here. That's a nigga that's looking for attention. You understand? Niggas want to make themselves look like weirdos. If I want some attention, I tell her, honey, lend me your ear. I could talk a well out of water. All I wanted to do, lend me your ear, ma. Because we're going to do some life-changing things. So I don't need no attention. Exactly. They don't see it. Thanks for letting them know. They gave you that $1,200, the amount for the slaves. That's what they paid. That's the most they ever paid for slaves. But go ahead. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. I want you to go deeper than that and see can you find out what's deeper than that. Miss D, that 1,200 means something else. That they gave these guys, these fools. I ain't get a dime. I'm letting you know that. And I owe them. Long as I owe you, never go broke. Ron Parks, what up with you? But listen here, y'all. Hey, thank you. I'm coming on Thursday. Now, y'all might be mad, y'all might be upset. But this is for all my people out there in St. Louis. I'ma show y'all you ain't gotta go to the Chinese restaurant to get a St. Paul. It's my brother recipe. He put me on to it. And man, I wanted to smack him. Man, listen to him, man. And people I know, people around the country don't know what a St. Paul is. But people from St. Louis, Oh my God. If you like eggs, so people who don't like eggs, I know all my health food nuts gonna be like, yo, G, you doing all? Yeah, man. I'm making a St. Paul on Thursday. I'm making a St. Paul on Thursday. I'm gonna cook y'all St. Paul. I'm gonna show y'all how to mix it up and everything like that. And I might eat it in front of y'all. I might just eat it in front of y'all. And that's no joke. Oh, I started saying I'm gonna cook a St. Paul and Holistic Health Imperial. Go hit me up. Much respect, Big Gene. Hope all is well. Not if I'm eating that damn St. Paul. Holistic Health Emporium. Thanks for that super chat. Yo, y'all be on that health food stuff, man. I'm working at it, man. People been seeing me around the park and everything. I got those Nordic walking sticks going at it, trying to get down to trying to get down to size, lose weight. He said pimp size. I ain't say pimp size. Trying to get me in trouble with the ladies out here. Holistic Health and Pearl, go ahead on, man. Trying to get me in trouble, man. Gotta do that. I gotta do that St. Paul. Nah, TK Kirkland was big on that last day. He came on to you? JT the Great. He said Puff got a bad habit of coming on to me. Damn, dog, he came on to you too? Damn. Finster, aka Knuckle Nelson, what's up with you? It's been blessed when I wake up and take my first breath of air, man. When I wake up from the sleep, man, that's a blessed day to me. Nah, I didn't smoke none, man. It's these allergies. I ain't smoking nothing before the show. Not at all. I don't do that, bro. I don't get on here high. I don't get on here drunk or none of that. If you see my eyes is red, it's because my allergies or something like that. Nah, don't do that. That's from whoever. I think that's clown shit. I'm not getting out here smoking this, that, and the third, and putting that kind of attention out here. Not at all. That's what I wanted me to shove you on now, brother. Significance behind that. The 1200 was to go show you that was for each amendment of the Constitution, $1,000 to share. This is our country. Here go 1200. This is our country. They didn't start talking about black people to the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment. Teresa Mitchell, thank you, Ma. You did the PayPal. I wasn't. Let me see. I get in the ass. No homo. What are y'all talking about? Anyway, listen. I hope y'all be ready for that St. Paul on Thursday, cause I will be. And all my St. Louis cats, I hope these people look up and let them know, and y'all can tell them why y'all love St. Paul so much, man. I'm telling you, if you like eggs, you're gonna love a St. Paul. I'm telling you, I will bring St. Paul's here in New York, and I'll make a killing. I'll make a killing. And we're gonna get into some other things, y'all. Much love for you. Yeah, they opened up New York, parts of New York today, phase one. I don't care. But anyway, thank y'all for y'all time, man. And we'll get at each other, man, on cooking the conversation. Listen, if they don't fuck with you, fuck them and feed them beans. Stay chazzed up. You got a problem with somebody, nip it in the bud. We still right there for all the people who lost their lives all over the country. And for little Mike out there in, I think it's Trenton, New Jersey. I still feel touched by that, man. Every time I think about that little kid losing his life out there. For the Floyd family, for the people in the struggle, for this guy who just lost his life on the turnpike. His family is from England. He's Jamaican descent. Yo, it's going to be a better way. They're going to find a better way. They're going to find a better way. This has been Big Gene. See y'all later. Holla at your boy. Peace.